Good day, everyone. I hope you're doing great. This is Say Salty Logs. Welcome back. I'm sorry it's been such a long time, but I just really had to find the root of where I was headed and what I was doing, really and truly. But this year has been a roller coaster. There has been so many changes, but I'm gonna save that for the next video. Today's video is truly about the place I call home, the Seychelles Island. And it's about an atoll called Aldabra Atoll, which I need your help to save. Alright, so Aldabra has been, like, there's an island close by called Assumption, and without the people's approval, really and truly, it's being leased by a Qatari company, and they want to make a hotel there. And we have 115 islands, like we have but this one we're really fighting for it because it's just 27 kilometers right away from Aldabra, and Aldabra is a UNESCO heritage site, so it's important not just to us as Seychelles, but also it should be important for the world, you know. So what's different and what is this Aldabra that I speak of, right? So it's a massive atoll and it has many different islands, and really and truly, like, it has a massive lagoon, and we have dugongs. We had it, so dugong is like a marine mammal. Yeah, I'll try and link a picture here so you can see what a dugong is. We used to have it around Mahe, where I live, but it had gone to extinction. Like, it's been pushed to extinction because a lot of people used to eat it back in the days because it's like super big, right? So I guess when you kill that, you can have a meal for a whole month, right? So really and truly, Aldabra is the only hub where you can see these animals, like this species, living naturally. And I was so blessed, honestly, as a Seychellois, to work on Aldabra. So I got the chance to work there for 6 months as a field research officer. And guys, I can't even tell you how amazing that place is. Like, it's a rough and rugged kind of beauty, but it has like its own beauty because it's truly the only place where you're really living with nature. Like, it is so rough, and it was one of the most challenging time of my life, but I am super grateful for being given that chance to work there along scientists, working with PhD researchers, because these people know the value of the island, right? Like, it's a natural hub for scientists. So having a huge, like, a hotel there is just really not making sense because as a Showa, we boast a lot, especially me as a conservationist, as someone who studied ocean science. When I go abroad, I always boast about, you know, our beauty and like how pristine our nature is. But right now, it's just every time you look out, there's a new hotel being constructed, and us as a people, we really can't say anything, and it's quite ridiculous. Like, as conservationists, we're always fighting, and it shouldn't be like this. You should know the value of what's important, especially Aldabra. Like, this is a gem. It's really a gem to the world. um so we've started an alliance. We've formed an alliance called Friends of Aldabra, where you can sign a petition to show that you care as well, right? But you might ask, why should I care? I don't get anything out of it, even for the locals themselves, like as a Seychelles, because the island is so far away. It's literally like 1,300 kilometers away from the main island. That's how vast our ocean is. Like, our EEZ, our exclusive economic zone, is that vast that we have island closer to Madagascar than Seychelles, which still belongs to us. But anyways, so Aldabra is being run now by Seychelles Islands Foundation. So it's actually a governmental organization, and they've had a research base there for like 50 years. And every single day we would go out, like let's say, okay, I'll tell you my morning routine while I was there. I'll get up. If it's my day to do turtle monitoring, I would pick up my booklet and literally go off at 7. And there's like literally a 2 kilometers stretch of beach, and I would check if there's tracks on the beach, so you can see from different tracks. You see if it went up and if it went down, and then you'll go, and with the training you would know if the turtle has nested or not, and then you mark it. And they have different zones. I think there were 4 zones in general. And then keep on walking and just, yeah, have that. For the other half of the day, maybe we'll be doing phenology. So phenology is looking at how the plants are blooming, or are they seedling, or are they almost dead. So you have different like scientific name for all these plants, and we'll mark it down. So everyone has these jobs, and everyone will do it per day, right? Like let's say I did it today, some other person will maybe do it on Friday or something like that, right? We also have data entry, which is really critical as scientists. Like you can't just have the data and just not do anything about it. So there has been ongoing data for 50 years. 50 years with no human interaction, as in like, not a lot of boats passing and freaking tourism. But I will come to the bit about tourism, because it's not that there isn't tourism on the island itself, but right now I'm just making you see what exactly goes on Aldabra and what's happening. So we also do seabed monitoring. So we have we have many seabeds, but what we monitor is like the frigate beds. We have the lesser frigate and the great frigate, and these beds are seabeds, but they actually can't dive. Yeah, right? Because if they dive, their feathers get really wet and heavy, and they just can't do it. So sometimes maybe if you're looking up when you're on the island and you see these massive birds, these ones are called frigate. And we have the second largest population of frigate birds in Seychelles, if I'm not mistaken, in the world. So you can see it's literally like a Galapagos. It is so rich. Like, guys, that's only, let's say, on the island. When you go in the ocean, now that's a different story, because I have never snorkeled nor dived in a space so rich. Like, okay, you can be at the beach and there's little sharks just passing right next to you, and they don't care. Like, they're just there, living their life, and not feeling threatened. And it's beautiful to see. Like, you literally live with nature, and it's so beautiful. So lots of sharks, hammerhead sharks. So this area is really restricted to no fishing, nothing. Like, we let nature be, really and truly. What else? Lots of fish. Like, we even do marine monitoring, which happens once a year, I think in November, where the scientists or researchers goes down, like diving, and sees how the corals are, because we experience coral bleaching, and Aldabra was one of those places that actually was impacted by coral bleaching as well. And quite a bit of corals died. Yeah. What else? We have the dugongs. As I said, recently we've started monitoring to see maybe the population of dugongs, because we didn't really have much information, because the water, like, that lagoon is so huge, guys, that even though you have a boat, like, you might not see one, and maybe you'll be disturbing them with the noise. So we used drones to do it, like, just to see what's around. I think we saw quite a few, so it was quite promising and really interesting, like a new research kind of thing. They're a flightless bird. They are the last flightless birds in the Indian Ocean. So before we had the dodo, which was found in Mauritius, but chomicho, which is, we call it chomicho in Creole, there's the last flightless birds, and you can only find it on Aldabra, right? And they usually feed on anything they see. Like one time, I thought they were only land birds, as in like eating worms or these kind of things. But I was out camping one time on Aldabra, and I saw like this chomicho literally like pecking, like, bro, there's the hunting skill has evolutionized, because I was not expecting that. Like, it was literally eating a crab, and it would literally, I have the video, I will link you the video right here so you can see. It was literally flipping, like it had technique to flip a whole crab and like peck, because its beak is so pointy, and it was just like stabbing. I was like, bro, you're so small, how are you so intelligent to do that? You know, and I think that these, like growing up in Seychelles, are with these kind of experience is what really pushed me to go into that field of science, because I'm always so observant. And since I was younger, like I would always go out, and like nature is just so fascinating to me. Like I could spend hours in nature and just in awe, you know, like wow, beautiful. So that was really cool. So why is it important to protect this place, right? So the thing that I didn't mention is, like, because these species are so unique, biosecurity is a massive thing, right? From the get-go, as in like from Mahe, the people working on Mahe, like with SIF, would check, like if you're planning to go to Aldabra, they would check everything in your bag, guys, from your underwear, from your shoes, to make sure there is no seeds, because these species could be invasive, right? And it could threaten a lot, like many things. Maybe these ants could like attack, I don't know, little birds, like little chicks, or you know, have a big population and affect, it can cause an imbalance, which is why we make it a big deal to search every single thing, guys. I don't think like the people who's doing all of this on Assumption realizes how much effort us all, everyone who has worked on Aldabra, have put in to make sure we, like, I mean, we can't be perfect 100%, but we've seen how it's thrived. And like having these invasive species, even a seed, like imagine a papaya seed starts growing on Aldabra farm. Like, these are hidden gems, and I really don't think a lot of people understand, which is why I wanted to come up here to really speak about what's going on, because it seems that it's most of the scientists, which I understand, because it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. You don't know anything about the island. And I actually want to do more educational videos, like especially talking about chomicho or dugongs, because you know, it's our responsibility to do so, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to urge you to really sit down, like watch these videos and learn about these things. And I just hope, like, at least stop the construction, like for a little bit at least. I don't know what we can do, but we really need to have a better procedure, because literally, like on Assumption right now, they've like enlarged the railway, the runway, sorry, because there will be international flights coming into the island. So where will the biosecurity be from there? You know, like, it's really, really risky. And these places, you're not supposed to be fishing, because guys, this fight is serious, for real. And actually, like Assumption, I think it was really it was a place, an island where it was greatly extracted for guano. Guano is like the excrete of seabeds, and it's really rich for fertilizer and stuff. So some people say it's like a abandoned place, right? But I've been there, and there is still life. You could do like restoration and whatnot, you know. Like, I just want people to see that there is more to living on an island than just providing tourism, you know. Like just give us the chance to see what else we could do, you know. Like, there is so much. I don't know, guys. Like, this topic is always a hot topic, and it never seems to like getting better. Like, it doesn't seem to get better. It seems like we're the only one fighting for it, and it's really sad because there has been people who has fought for it in the past, because twice, literally twice, guys, um they, like, other international government wanted to make, like, build a military base on the island because, you know, the location was suitable for them. And luckily, like, the people, like, stood up and fought for it. So right now, guys, it's really our generation to fight for it, because I don't even want to know what would happen. What would happen if things go south? But it doesn't seem that anyone is listening. I'm really happy to see that, you know, we form these friends of Aldabra, and it's really nice to see that people still care, even like internationally. But yeah, I just really wanted to come up here to to tell you what's really going on, because I, on my page, I show you a lot of the good side of Seychelles, which I, you know, I love my country, and I've been really blessed to visit this beautiful atoll and all that it consists. It's really an abundance of nature. Like, bro, I've never been to anywhere like it. And yeah, so I was telling you about tourism. It's not that the island is not accessible to tourism. Like, we have tourist season in March where big cruise ship, maybe like 5 cruise ship could come in that month, and we welcome like 100 people on the island, and we show them, they go snorkeling, but it's all restricted. Like, you don't go anywhere. That's why us, as the people working on Aldabra, were there to like guide you and show you where you're supposed to go. We give you a historical tour of the island. So it is accessible, you know. And I remember once in a public meeting where they were saying, like, they just dropped it on us that they're gonna build a hotel on Assumption. Um, one of the guys, it really hit home, that one. Like, one of the foreigner was like, you know, people will now know about Aldabra because we have an island, like a hotel there. Like, bro, that's ridiculous. You know, like, yeah, we need to do better. We need to make it more accessible in a way so people can see what's really going on. This is me, this is my voice, and I just wanted to really say something because it's really important to have these kind of conversations. So guys, please, I urge you to sign the petition, share it around, make some noise, learn more about Aldabra. I will definitely have more videos either on my Insta, so I will link my Instagram account here. I don't really use TikTok. Yeah, I'm more like an Instagram girl, but I promise that I will be here more often. Yeah. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon, and thanks again. Cheers.